I'm back. Someone was at the door. I didn't even say Mr. G math over and out. Nothing. I got a fly flying around. All right, 22. You're given a function, negative 2x plus ln x. And it says find the instantaneous rate of change. So that means derivative. So take the derivative, then plug in 1, then plug in 2, and you have your two answers. All right? So one answer is -1, and the other answer is -1.5. Then in part B it says, find the average rate of change. Well, AROC is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. And again, we're using from 1 to 2. So that's the denominator, 2 take away 1. And then I got to plug in. So I plug in 2, that's -4, and ln 2, subtract, use parentheses. Plug in 1, -2 times 1 is -2, ln 1 is 0. So that's just -2, and then you get your answer. So I got -4 plus 2, so I end up with -2 ln 2, divided by 1, which is just -2 plus ln 2. Done. See, they don't all have to be awful. 23. All right, so this is AROC. And it's just what we did, right? So this is what's the mean value theorem, the MVT. When does the AROC equal this? And so we already did all the work. So we have -2 plus ln 2. That's the AROC. And then the derivative is -2 plus 1 over x. We make them equal to each other and then solve for x. So these add out and then do the reciprocal. And x equals 1 over ln 2. Done. At that value, AROC equals IROC. 24. It says find the average value. So average value from 1 to 2 is an integration question. -2x plus ln x divided by 2 take away 1. This is a calculator question. You just plug it into the calculator. And the answer is -2.613 or 4. See if you can use your calculator and get that answer. 25. Without using a calculator, what's the maximum value? So to find the maximum value, we're going to start again with the derivative. We make it equal to 0 and solve it. So we're going to add 2, do the reciprocal to both sides. So at 1/2 and at 0, right? So both. So we have 0 and 1/2. See, at 0, it is undefined for the derivative. And at 1/2, recognize that, in fact, you can't even have negative values here for it. So it really starts at 0, and it goes to infinity. And so for 1/2 here, if I plug in 1/3, or if I plug in 8 in terms of that, so I have a maximum at 1/2. And then if I plug in 1/2 into the function, that is a maximum value. So at 1/2 in this, but this is the actual maximum value of the function. 26. Use the equation of a tangent line. So I know what I need for that, x, y, and m. I know x is 1. When I plug in 1, so this is the function again. When I plug in 1, ln 1 is 0, so -2 times 1 is -2. And then the derivative, just to write down again, plug 1 into the derivative, and you get -2 plus 1, which is -1. So we have our tangent line, and then I'm going to plug in 0.9 into the tangent line. This is called linearization, where you take the tangent line to evaluate. Can you see my little fly friend here? Oh, I got him, maybe. All right, and then evaluate. So, I didn't get him. -0.9, or no, it's positive 0.9. Positive 0.9 take away 1 is -0.1. And negative times a negative is positive, and so this gives me the answer, -1.9. 27. In 27, approximate 1 for negative 2x, we just did this one, by using trapezoid. And how many with n equals 3? So the width is going to be 4 take away 1 divided by 3. That's 1. And so it starts with 1/2 times the width. And then we're going to plug in 1 to begin with. Sorry, 4, yeah. So we're going to plug in 1 to begin with. And then we're going to double, and we're going to plug in, we're going to count by 1. So we're going to plug in 2, but we'll double that answer. We're going to plug in 3, but double that answer. And then when we plug in 4, we don't double the answer. And there it is. So 1/2 here, you start with 1, then you double 2, you double 3, and then just singular for 4. Just keep plugging in, and that's the answer. 28. These undo each other. So they undo each other, so you just plug in. So the answer is negative 2t plus ln t. Done. 29. And if there was a hook, the derivative of t is 1, so we don't need that. For 29, same thing. Just make sure the order is correct and you remember the hook. So I plug in 5 first, take the derivative, the answer is 0. Then you plug in x squared. And then the hook. The derivative of x squared is 2x. Number 30. The answer is 0, because when you plug in a number and take the derivative, plug in a number, take the derivative, it's 0, take away 0, which is 0. All right, write an equation for a line tangent to each one. So we have negative cosine 2x, and then we have a point, pi over 6, negative 1/2. All right, so the derivative here is negative sine 2x times 2 with the hook. So the slope is negative 2 sine pi over 6. Sine of pi over 6 is 1/2, so that's negative 1. Oh, it's 2 times that. So 2 times that is pi over 3. That's root 3 over 2. And root 3 over 2 times 2 is just negative root 3. So it's y equals negative root 3, x minus pi over 6 minus 1/2. 32. X equals 1. Y is the tangent of 1 squared minus 1. Tangent at 0 equals 0. And then the slope goes with the derivative. So the derivative for tangent is secant squared. And then the hook is 2x. And then we plug 1 in. So we have secant squared. 1 take away 1 is 0 times 2 times 1. This value is 1 times 2. So then we have 2x minus 1 plus 0. 33. You should try it, right? I know I'm going fast, but you should try it first. So we have x equaling pi over 4. Y, when we plug in pi over 4, negative pi over 4, it's negative root 2 over 2. That's negative root 2. The slope goes with the derivative. The derivative is 2 cosine negative x times negative 1 for the hook. So this is negative 2. And then when I plug in negative, it's positive root 2 over 2. That's negative root 2. So then it's negative root 2 x minus pi over 4 minus root 2. You can go back and slow it down. 34. I just want to get this done before the bell rings. The bell's going to ring in like 2 minutes, not even. All right, I got there. So use a calculator to write equations for lines tangent and normal to this. So for my calculator, I'm going to tell you what to do, and then you just do it. And I'll just tell you the answer and see if it matches, all right? So x is 0.822. Use your calculator, plug 0.822 here, and just type it all in. Press Control, Enter, and you should get the answer. Negative 0.273. The slope, you're going to take the derivative. So you're going to press Menu, Calculus, Derivative at a point, and you're going to use that value, 0.822. And then when you actually type in that, you type this in at that 0.822, and the derivative should say negative, oh, wait a second. Sorry, this is 0.986. The derivative is negative 0.273. So you're finding the derivative there with your calculator, and then you put it all together. So it's negative 0.273 x minus 0.822 minus plus 0.986. Just like that. So practice with your calculator to get these values and then put those all together. Mr. G Math over and out. I'm so proud of you. This was not an easy assignment. It took work and effort and a good attitude, and I'm proud of you. Until next time.